What's more likely? Sidney Crosby wins his 4th Stanley Cup at some point, not saying next season, but he wins another Stanley Cup in his career. Or Sidney Crosby catches Jaromir Jagr for 2nd all-time in points.
Ooh. Him finishing top 3 would be impressive enough. Going for 2.
You want some facts and figures before you decide here on the second one. The first one's pretty cut and dry. Will he win a cup or not? But the second one, he's 246 points behind Jaromir Jagr. From the age of 35 to 37, he has scored 266 points, so 20 more, but he also has 9 more games to help add to that number. He's under contract for 2 more seasons. If he adds another one after that, maybe you see, if he doesn't fall off a cliff, maybe you see him at the very least get close to that number.
I like those numbers. I like those figures. My question, is this Cup as a player?
Yes.
Okay.
Cup as a player. Not if he comes back as a coach or a general manager or a fun to look at fellow or whatever made up position they will give him if he wants one. This is as a player, skates on the ice, all included.
Captain of the team.
Yeah, he's the one touching the cup first.
Again, we're dealing with low numbers here. I would say the points one, because as long as Crosby, he said it himself, as long as he's still producing and helping the team, he wants to stick around. If he's still producing and helping the team at the age of 44, no one's going to stop him. No one's going to say, hey, Sid, hang it up. And at that point, you'd assume he'd have passed it, right? I mean, no one's catching Gretzky in terms of points. No. Just not happening. It's really stupid, his numbers. So, but going for number 2 is one heck of a consolation. And if it's only, what did you say,
246 away as of this recording, he could score 3 points tonight and lower that number.
Well, he does only need 1 more to pass Gretzky in that points per game thing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the team's not good around him at the moment. Should be better next year. You never know. It also depends on the team around him and the way we hype up these prospects. There's a viable reason to believe that they help him get there too. I'm with it. I'm going to say the Jagr points is definitely more likely in the Cup, just because the Cup is hard to win. It really is. Even with how good that team was, the back-to-back years, that wasn't easy. Neither year was easy. But it's Crosby gaining ground, scoring points. That's almost a guarantee. So I'll go with that one. But he just has to play long enough, and if he stays healthy and continues to produce, he will. He will.
Listen, if he puts up 246 points in the next 3 seasons, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised. Now, he has had a little bit of a sharp drop-off between the last 2 years and this year. He went from 94 points to 93 last year, and now he's at 79. He could probably finish around 84, 85, and I wouldn't be surprised. He could finish around 90 again. He could go over a point per game and add another 10 points to his resume right now, and I wouldn't be surprised. But
have you done the math on 246, by the way? Divided by 3?
It's probably, 89 points a
it's
season?
82.
82 points.
You know how many games there are in a season?
Oh, my God. So, again, enough said. It is Crosby catches Jagr, which, again, a couple of years ago, I set that expectation for him to get top 5 all time and how great it would be for him to be top 5. Man, the more he plays like this, the more you look at it and you say, top 2? If it's Gretzky Crosby at the end of the day in all-time points, I don't think there's anyone there's not very many people disputing his greatness.
Oh.
But if it is Gretzky Gretzky who did that against plumbers and carpenters, Crosby who did it at the tail end of the dead cap era and an era of some of the best goaltending that we have seen, not to mention defensive hockey and size.
Yeah.
I think that would cement his legacy no matter what happens as potentially greatest of all time.
I'm going to take a dark turn. How close would he already be if he didn't suffer that concussion?
Yeah, we don't need to get into that because he would probably, he'd probably, if he didn't suffer that concussion, be 50 points away from Jagr at this point.
Yeah, it'd be a lot closer.
Because he missed his prime. Like his years of what Connor McDavid's doing that's crazy right now, the 140 points, that's what was taken away from Crosby. So again, we don't need to go down that rabbit hole because it's a dark and sad rabbit hole, and it's opening day, for God's sakes, Horwat. Let's finish on a high note. But the high note is we can't rule out Crosby catching Jaromir Jagr for second all time in points in NHL history. That's crazy.